Alrighty. That should hopefully help. Then nobody finds that evidence to prove that true crimes were performed by the same culprit.
Oh, you're serious? I can't wait to hear this.
What did Kelly and John's kidnapping have in common? Easy, come on now. This piece of evidence shows that the same culprit was behind both kidnappings. That doesn't sound right. Hold on. I mean, the culprit of the second one was wiretapping us through his badge.
Uh-oh, I'm just sure part of the evidence shows that exactly.
I'd say about here.
Mr. Edgeworth, please sound a bit more confident, will you? You don't actually have a clue what you talked about, do you?
He saw through me. No, he didn't. You just fucked up. Alright.
If the same culprits behind both kidnapping cases, he must have used the same method.
Let's look at the evidence. You can tell the kidnappings again. This easy stuff isn't enough of evidence. Alright, then it will become clear.
That's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. We're out of evidence.
No, I have evidence, and I can prove that the culprit in both kidnappings was the same. What did Kelly and John's kidnapping have in common? Where was the ZZC stuff here anyways? Did I miss it? Ah, I got a puddle being blue. That's not enough to prove that. Kane was knocked out with a powerful sleeping drug, and the puddle of sleeping drugs was found lying in a place where John was confined. Why couldn't I read that? The contents of the puddle were matched with the drugs used on Kay. Is that supposed to be his voice? We're not coming for that. That's boring.
So, that's all you get, huh? Any of us getting my hopes up. So the same sleeping drugs were used. So what? You think that's connected to coincidence? Surely you must realize it yourself. That doesn't prove a thing.
Indeed, I agree. Well, there must be something. Evidence to prove that he's connected to those cases.
The police, the prosecutors, and even you, Mr. Edgeworth. In the end, you're all the same. You make up evidence as you see fit, just to get some poor soul into prison. Isn't there someone like that here? A poor soul who was wrongly accused in the past.
He's thinking about himself, then. You're wrong. Who would do such a thing?
Then show me the evidence. If you're going to accuse me of a crime, it's only natural.
It's no use. I can't seem to find any other threats linking him to the kidnappings. Other than Kay's badge? Maybe?
Now then, you finally one of the family, Mr. Edgeworth. I still have preparations to make at the circus, so if you'll excuse me.
Objection!
Oh, Ray's coming back.
No, you do. No need to get so heated.
Well, I have not been able to raise voice stuff well in months. Every single time I've done it. In this case, it felt bad.
And Simon, you look good in that clown makeup. Hey, what's your deal? Don't just put in like that. Uncle Waste's not so good in such a sleep environment. I mean, why so serious, right? Hey, how about a little trick? At last, my moment has arrived. The great Cage Beverly presents Simon in prison.
What?
Jackson! Why you? Enough already. Hey, Miles. I find you some time to get your ducks in a row. And that's probably a better way to start the time to this, but what else? Oh, nice one, Kay.
I'm not so sure about this method either. But I have to find something that connects Simon to this case. And I need to find it now. Okay, let's think. Is there evidence not related to the kidnapping that's connected to the mastermind's identity? Is there evidence not related to the kidnapping? Not related to the kidnapping. That connects to the mastermind's identity. That's connected. I mean, it would do well for us to open the archive actually first. That's related to one of the kidnappings. Also, related to one of the kidnappings. The mastermind's identity. Sure. This one? Absolutely. This one as well, of course, but they're vaguely connected. None of them are decisive evidence in and of themselves, but you could make a very good case with the sum total. There's too many coincidences. Is there something better? Not really much of anything related to those, I doubt it. Because there because of the bug. That in case badge. I should still have presented that instead of the badge. I kind of forgot about it being in the inventory. Now, I do not believe we have anything better, do we? I'm sure it's what is going to give us a good hint in a moment, right? I just feel like trying to figure it out on myself first. Yes, I do not believe there had to be anything else better. So if I had to guess, it would be the correspondence memo. Or the bug, I suppose. Flashback time. Oh, hello there. Oh, that's it. Yeah, it's the correspondence test. The mastermind is the same person as the young acolyte Tohen was looking for. Why acolyte? I understand that they both deal with animals in some way, but with training animals, so... But it doesn't seem like he was training him either, based on the fact that they placed correspondence checks. See, I do believe he could talk about him as if he hardly had any closer connection than that. If I can just connect the young acolyte to Simon, which piece of evidence could be connected with the mastermind's true identity? The correspondence just memo. Likely and Tohen both communicated through a certain individual.
Oh, then that somebody must be
The mastermind behind the case. I really don't like that cliche of people completing each other's sentences, in most cases. It can work for some things, like, well, but not just not like that, no. Well, that's it. The mastermind played a role in the correspondence test. Things that aren't really obvious is that I don't think I've ever in my life heard somebody IRL actually complete somebody else's sentence. Nothing is coming to mind. If I can prove that it was Simon, then...
That's enough. I can't stomach any more of your sorry excuse for performance. If you have no more objections, then I ask that you let me get back to preparing the show.
Thank you for the help, Mr. Shields. Though you may have taken it a little too far.
You still look happy. I think you found something. Look at me, I'm Simon. Simon's a clown. I'm a funny, funny clown.
Okay, you can stop now.
Just really trying to piss him off.
Now then, Mr. Keys, do you happen to like chess?
That was for that, I don't know. But since you asked, I can say I dislike this.
The mastermind late corresponded just with Suhan Dohan. Did they though? I was under the impression that Knightley played chess with Dohan and the mastermind simply translated them for some reason.
If I recall, it was Knightley who played chess with Dohan, wasn't it?
And how do you know that?
I'm saying that he was the mastermind.
Were you there when we established that? I don't recall anything like that. There was no way Knightley could have been the mastermind, the reason being, the mastermind had to continue to work behind the scenes even after Knightley's death. That being the case, I could have written this letter. So both of the kids ended up going into being little shits. What the hell is happening to my throat right now? Man, his voice is really getting to me. I believe somebody acted as the middleman between Dohan and Knightley.
So, you say I'm the middleman? And so why would I have to go all to all the trouble to do something like that?
Most likely to make it appear as if there was a connection between Knightley and Dohan. So, were you tricking... Did Knightley think that you were playing correspondences with him? And Dohan thinks that you were playing correspondences with him? Or what? And as a result, Knightley was killed by Patricia Rowland. So did he intentionally kill off Knightley as well? Did he kill off Knightley, who was his only childhood friend? Only friends in childhood, just to get Patricia. I feel like there was an easier way to deal with Patricia than that. It seems that specifically he wanted Patricia and Blaze to not be killed, but put in prison. Be imprisoned.
No way! I said that was all set up so that he would be killed by her.
That seems really unreliable as a plan.
What are you saying? There's no way I could manipulate a person that far. Look at me. It takes all his efforts to get the animals to perform tricks.
Why, I'm losing his voice again. If only just the scraps of the letters he exchanged with Knightley still remained. It'd be decisive evidence. I'd like to investigate your room. They could be decisive.
If it's the letter you see looking for, you won't find it in there.
What?
And the guy who throws his letters away as soon as he's done reading them. Where's the point in living in the past?
Does that mean he's already gotten rid of the evidence?
Is that right? Everything he has said so far has been nothing but baseless conjecture.
The evidence. I'm just one step behind it. What should I do? Am I all out of moves?
Without evidence, I want to play to cast doubt on my friendship with Knightley.
Who's now? Who was that? We better not be pulling on Alba again with constant interruptions by somebody else as things look harrow.
Excuse me.
Miss Berry, what's on her mind?
I've been listening in on what you were all saying and when you say that Mr. Knightley, you mean Simon's friend, Mr. Knightley, right?
Yes, that's correct. Does she know something?
This morning, a letter arrived from Mr. Knightley. It was for Simon.
What?
What did you say?
But that's impossible. Knightley's already dead. Postal service could be slow. Miss Berry, please let me see that letter.
Okay, here you go. Quick, open it.
Wow, I'm losing my voice so hard. This Kaks kolm sponsors hadden. Next move.
Next move. Move the pawn to G6. Now, can you see the path of checkmate? I can't wait to see the look on your face. You weren't expecting to lose. You weren't expecting to lose just against me, right?
It's not written in Braille. It's more hand-drawn than the other one we have, right? If we needs to respond to Dolphin's last move. Yeah, these are really fine grids, right? Dolphin did a pristine job with this one. And I presume, right, with this in mind, clearly, yeah, these have been typeset by the mastermind, sending it from Dolphin to Knightley. This is Knightley's own note on what he should do. And he did move the pawn to G6 as he said in that. So that's why that existed there as a detail. This is the response to Dolphin's last move.
This is the response to Dolphin's last move. Now, can you see the path to checkmate?
I shouldn't have read it already.
I can't wait to see the look on your face. You weren't expecting to lose that chest against me, right?
On the postmark says March 26th, the day before Knightley's death. It seems the letter arrived too late.
The circus moves around so much, and that's the make people send us right late. Right late.
No, why was this letter addressed to you? Was he holding rabbits? This is proof that you were the middleman between Dolphin and Knightley. Normally, you would transcribe this letter into Braille before sending it to Dolphin. And in doing so, you created a connection between him and Knightley.
Damn it! Cassie Knightley, why must you continue to interfere?
What did he do previously then? Continue to interfere.
Simon, why? Wasn't Knightley your only friend? Don't be ridiculous. I stopped thinking of him as a friend 18 years ago.
18 years ago, that's a while ago. 18 years ago? Would that have been the day of the IS-7 incident?
Thanks, Knightley. I nearly died that day in the snowstorm. I was on my way to the contest where my father was waiting. Knightley suddenly appeared. He held me down, tied up my hands and feet, and with tears streaming down his face. He kept apologizing. My dad's so scary, I can't disobey him. Please forgive me, I'm sorry. Stop it, Horace. I promised my dad. I said that this is the search, but if I'm not there, that will be trouble. I'm gonna let everyone know my dad's lessons are the best in the world.
I didn't know some of the improvised kid voices for the two of them. Especially with Simon voice acting one of them. Simon voicing a young Knightley, that's a lot to demand also for them.
He locked us inside the car. It was so cold I could see my own breath. Before we knew it, the doors were frozen shut, and not even he could get them open. And then I lost my father.
What?
Your father? Knightley was the son of the murderer who killed my father.
What could this mean? His confession runs contradictory to the information we have. Not really. They could just be reversed in the pictures. So he's the bold one. Wait. Does this one contradictory? No, he's the one with the hair. The head one was the one tied up, right? I mean, that picture was on canonical, to be fair. Hang on. So he's saying that Dane Gustavia made his son Knightley. That Knightley was Dane Gustavia's son, not Isaac Dover's son. That Knightley was Dane Gustavia's son. That Dane Gustavia ordered his son to kidnap Dora. The way Gustavia was talking about, he said he presumed that Dora was somehow related to his son disappearing. No. What's weird is that I even said that Isaac Dover and Knightley look very similar. They're even at the same pose, but he said that they're not related. To be fair, he could be just lying. I know that picture isn't gonna go up. What does this mean? This confession once contradicts with the information we have. And what does this help us establish?
But the name of the victim in the Iceland incident was Isaac Dover. Isaac Dover is my father's name. 18 years ago, my memories were muddled from the shock of my near-death experience. So it wasn't until later that I learned the truth. On that day, my father was murdered.
The culprit of the Iron Sword incident was a confectioner by the name of Dane Gustavia.
So that was the name of Knightley's father. That low-life scum of the earth killed my father. Just the thought of him makes me sick.
So you knew who the culprit was all along?
Of course not. Had I known, I would have dealt with the police a long time ago. All I knew was that Knightley's father was trying to set up my own father. That's why I immediately knew that the one who died that day was my dad.
Hang on. Hang on, Knightley was trying to set up his father. No, then he could definitely still be the thing because there's some fuck. If he doesn't actually even remember who his father is, which is entirely possible. That he's just mad in principle. That he's presuming that because he remembers Knightley trying to help his father, like that his father was the one who died. But if Knightley was then Gustavia's son, it's still not invisible.
Knightley, on the other hand, only my father's murdered that traitor. He's the son of a killer. It's only natural that they're not dead.
It would appear that you are a victim of a very serious misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? Just what are you talking about?
Isaac Dover, at the time, he was actively working as a sculptor in France. Under the name Pierre Hoquet. Right, we have that ring as evidence.
Is that right? Well, I'm sorry to say, I don't remember at all.
It's only natural you don't remember. After all, he's not your real father.
What? Is that supposed to be a joke? I am not amused.
You won't be able to laugh at all once I reveal the truth to you. This piece of evidence proves that you are not Isaac Dover's son. Oops, there's so much evidence and so many cases that's kind of hard to keep in mind.
What's that? Isn't that Knightley's chessboard and his ring?
I want you to take a look at this ring's design.
There are two letters inscribed in it.
Now there's a seal Pierre Hoquet used as his signature. 18 years ago, he was finally lying next to the body of Isaac Dover.
Well, why wouldn't I have my father's memento with him?
The police had found Isaac Dover's son and gave it to him. Isaac Dover's real son is Horace Knightley.
What? That means I'm...
In other words, you are Dame Gustavia's son.
That's a lie. After all, my father is... My memories are...
He's left-brained everything.
I lost my father because Knightley locked me in the car.
Losing his voice, that's really hard to do.
That's why I thought it'd be fitting if he were killed as well.
Really? I'll be able to see a circus.
Really? I'll be able to see a circus show even in prison. Huh. I enjoyed playing chess with you. I'm looking forward to your performance as well.
Please look forward to it.
Alright, you better drop by again. I'll be thinking about my next move.
Oh yeah, I left something special inside that chess brought by you. You should check it out later.
Something special? I'm not quite sure what you mean, but thanks. I owe you one, Simon.
If I only hadn't stopped me 18 years ago, it wouldn't have had to come to this.
Ah, did you say something?
No, not a word. Goodbye, or goodbye, Horace. Oof. After all that, you're saying was my father who killed Knightley's? That means, was it all for nothing? I mean, I'd argue that it's still all for nothing as far as revenge goes. Family tree revenge is not worth anything as far as I'm concerned.
I didn't want to become some awakening that could be killed by anyone. That's why I thought I'd follow in Mr. Hood's footsteps.
And this finally proves it. Simon Keyes, you are Dogan's correspondence chess partner. And the mastermind behind this case. But he's seriously blurted that out.
That's right, it was me. I'm the mastermind behind it all.
Oh, this theme again, I like this theme. He's finally shown his true colors. What would the genre for this type of music be anyways?
As you know, I had witnessed the incident 12 years ago.
President Huang's assassination. So the child who drew that picture was Simon Keyes.
When I was found out, I was subject to the horrible interrogations over and over by the hottest Patricia. I'd spend the night trembling under my bed, terrified of what the next day would bring. I'm sure you can understand why I don't want to sneak out of there, right?
However, the place will have likely sent 2 sewers after you.
Exactly. I was on the run from them every waking moment, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't even sleep at night. I'd jump at the slightest noise. And that's why I became a circus performer. Placed the best was the chief prosecutor, and Patricia Rowland was the warden of a prison. No ordinary person would be a match for those two, and there were no adults I could rely on. Furthermore, behind the scenes was the body double who had set those two in motion.
Losing the voice?
Though it was so fake, I was up against the nation's president. Talk about the despair, right?
That is a lot to be after you.
My only ally was Mr. Dolan. He saved my life after all. He actually helped me out, unlike Knightley.
If this story is true, it's ironic. Though the Finnish assassin was idolized by the child he saved.
If I follow in his footsteps, I no longer have to worry about being eaten alive. That's right, now it's my turn. My turn to devour those who feed upon me.
And I suppose you never thought to seek help from the police?
No way, no way. As long as Paige was around, any evidence would be destroyed by him. Actually, things something like that almost happened today during Patricia's trial. I knew from the very beginning that things would turn out like this.
This was this.
The immortal was Yoda.
The evidence from Patricia Rowan's trial. So he's saying that he expected the evidence would be destroyed. I see. So that's why you kidnapped John. To force a guilty verdict, even in the absence of evidence.
It was the same, but in order to expose the crimes of 12 years ago, there was no other choice.
That's according to you. However, Blaze also attempted to kidnap John in order to manipulate the trial in his favor. Your methods are no different than those of the people you so despise.
That's only if I'm actually the kidnapper. But I would never do anything so evil. No way, no way, no way. I just simply couldn't. Besides, Mr. Edward, I'm actually quite thankful for the real criminals for giving me the opportunity to extract such a sweet revenge.
Oh boy, this voice is hard to do. So you admit it, your motive was revenge?
Yeah, I admit it. So what? Sure, I had a grudge against those creeps. But it's not like I'm the one who actually killed them, you know.
I can't believe you know. He did that on the phone. Presumably he was immediately in place to confuse us. No, but he also told us that he was in place. He also did the laugh. I remember that. He did that in the phone. This made me for a moment think that he was towhead. But there's nothing was adding up.
Truth be told, all I did was send some letters. I let Jillian and Blaze's secrets, and let Blaze not Jill's secrets. And then the two simply ended up trying to kill each other.
I haven't seen you in a bit. Did you mean to say that murder was nothing more than a result of that?
Yep, just like the case at God Creek. It's way easier than trying to control wild animals. All I did was come up with a fake assassination plan for Knightley.
So that was also a part of his plan. In that case, then Rook's murder was also your...
Well, don't blame that on me. Knightley killed him all on his own.
Who hired the killer then? Surely you.
Well, it ended up creating the perfect opportunity for me. It's half funny how things work out.
We know that the killer the killer meets personally with his client, so he will know who Simon is. How can you say such a thing?
It was the same for Patricia Rowan.
I've noticed.
I made it look like there was a connection between Knightley and Owen.
But you kidnapped... Okay, things that he's definitely guilty of. Kidnapping Kay. Kidnapping John. He's trying to wiggle out of those. And hiring the killer.
I made it look like there was a connection between Knightley and Owen. By using the correspondence just match and digital in the chessboard.
What? You mean to say that you were the one who prepared that chisel?
That's right. I thought it would bring thought into mind.
How'd you get access to that evidence?
Quite a thoughtful little gift, wouldn't you agree? And that was all it took to get Patricia to murder Knightley. Oh, and the feeling that everyone around you is in it. I know it all too well. The tiny spark can set off an explosion of fear, resulting in horrific mutual destruction. All I did was watch the comedy efforts unfold from the audience. And you were my final pawn, Mr. Edgeworth.
A pawn? Me?
And you solved their cases. You brought both Grace and Patricia to their ruin. And the weapon that delivered the coup de Grace was your own logic.
Coup de Grace, I've heard that like once in my life. Presumably finishing blow or something to that akin. I didn't solve those cases for your sake.
Oh, I know, but you never really cared about saving me. You just wanted to pretend to be a defense attorney, didn't you?
Oh, did you?
All I had to do was go, no way, no way, no way, and act all scared. And you totally believed me. You were giving it your all trying to save me.
So even your arrest was just ploy to make us use my logic?
To be fair, getting arrested wasn't part of the plan. When people began to suspect that Chisel I sent was the murderer. Honestly, I broke out in a cold sweat. I thought for sure it would be curtains for me. But then it turned about those miraculous proportions. A genius prosecutor himself had come to mercy rescue. Well, doesn't it feel nice to be thanked by me? The one that you saved. You should be grateful. I gave you this chance to play the ace attorney.
Hey, they said it. You're wrong. He wasn't pretending to be a defense attorney. Mr. Edgeworth is always serious about saving people. Even the times that he's saved me in the past. Okay.
Is that so? Are you sure he's not just trying to emulate his own father? The one he admires so much?
Absolutely not. That's not true at all.
No, okay.
The person he's talking about now isn't Miles, but rather Simon himself.
Clearly, he's not able to trust others.
And decides to save someone other than himself is something he cannot even comprehend.
Say what you want, but make sure to think about it long and hard. Sure, all my targets for revenge got what they deserved in the end. However...
Ooh. Instigating, that's a rare word there.
Think about it. I wonder, can any one of my actions, for instance, really be considered a crime? I instigated the murder. There's no single word about that in the letter, is there? If I had said the word kill even once, I guess it could be a considered investigation. Well, maybe I did say, but there's no way for you to prove it.
What are you saying? You kidnapped me.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't be proven yet, has it? The only thing I admitted to was sending the letters.
That's...
Besides, those letters contained no threats or coercion. I simply conveyed information, the information that each recipient would find beneficial.
You scruffed a little. Can we do something about it? You know, something about his writing that's what I find interesting is that he's been written as this mastermind character that's playing everyone as a fiddle, but it's clear that the writers have had to deal with have taken an interesting approach to a particular problem in writing, which is that it's almost impossible to write a genius. Because you can't really write somebody smarter than yourself. That doesn't mean much of anything, right? The only thing you can do is take your smartest thoughts and have the character produce them in a small time frame, right? You can just really speed up your own thought process and pick out the good ones. That's all you can really do. That's the problem of writing geniuses, right? There are multiple workarounds to that, and the one that's been taken here is kind of interesting in that it's not so much that he came up with an ingenious plan so much, even if it sort of appears that way, because everything is so complex. It's more so that everything around him kind of just fell in place, right? These people, all these people around, other people in the case, already had all these reasons to want each other dead. Patricia already had a reason for wanting possibly Dohan dead, and people related to Dohan dead. Knightley had a reason for wanting Rook dead. Jill had a reason for wanting Blaze dead, possibly, or at least Court. Blaze had a reason for wanting Jill Court. If everything around him wasn't so interconnected, this plan he couldn't have really come up with a plan like this. It doesn't seem like it, so. So he didn't need to do anything that complicated to mastermind it, really. It's a matter of a few letters and a couple of kidnappings here and there. Can we do something about it? What was it he said? Is interrogating a murder? Instigating a murder is when the person directs someone else to commit a murder. The person who directed the murder can be charged as if he committed the crime himself. So we just had to find proof that he directed those murders.
You make it sound so easy. To be honest, it kind of pisses me off a little. You're all trying to frame an innocent person for murder. Don't you understand? I'm not obligated to waste any time on this pointless discussion.
Losing the voice is becoming more and more like Yoda.
The police are waiting for you outside this tent. You have nowhere to run. Really now? You think I would have an escape route prepared?
Well, you shouldn't tell them that.
For example, let's say I give an order so that all the animals here attack you. Now, what if I will take my lead during the ensuing chaos? What to say? You can't be serious.
There's a lot of dangerous animals here.
It was just an example. Doesn't that make for an interesting show? Here's another idea. But if I had pulled a hidden gun and took John backstage, that might be more interesting.
I would never like you to do such a thing. I can tell whether or not someone's being serious. However, when it comes to him, we should consider anything a possibility.
He's very much all loose cannon. If you continue to bore me with your drivel, I'll end the show right here.
This is easily the hardest voice I've done in the entire game. Fitting.
I'd like you to keep that in mind before you make any business objections.
I cannot make any careless remarks. Logic says. Isn't there some way I can charge him with his crimes? Alright. There's such a long time between their testimony and the rebuttal that I keep forgetting. What is gonna happen in the first place?
Think about it. Can anyone in finance really be considered a crime?
He's just a Yoda clown now. I need to shave. That's weird. I just shaved like against the grain yesterday evening. He incited others to commit murder, and they did so. I think I'm ending it here. I thought it'd be done in an hour or so, but no, we're 1.5 hours in.